Welcome back, you beautiful fucks. It's me, Danny. Maybe I'll finally censor the word fuck. I might have to censor it there too. So YouTube can start recommending me more. Anyway, guys, today we have a Pacific Rim video, another one, and maybe, it might be the last one for a while. We'll see. Hopefully not. McFarlane, come on, come in clutch. Wave 2. But, I wanted, before we talk about, because I do have more McFarlane figures to talk about, because I got the rest of the Pacific Rim line that they made. We're going to talk about Diamond Select really quick, because some of you may know, I do have a lot of Pacific Rim fans on my YouTube channel. They had, what you're looking at here are the special operation variants of the Pacific Rim Uprising Jaegers that went up for pre-order. That Wave 1, I believe, which is the Saber Athena and Obsidian Fury and Omega something. You guys know I'm not really good when it comes to Pacific Rim Uprising names. I just like the way the Jaegers look, but you know how I feel. Anyway, so that was supposed to be the first wave. It should have came out by now, I believe. With the next wave being the ones over in the bottom right corner there. But what ended up happening was I got an email from Big Bad Toy Store, and some of you may have got it if you pre-ordered from there too. They delayed these figures quite a bit. Not a normal delay. Like sometimes, I know especially with Diamond Select, they'll say something comes out in late July, like they did with their second batch of Pacific Rim figures, and then it doesn't come out till like September. Okay, but now we're talking more of a delay. Like these were supposed to come out around the same time, I believe, and probably about a month or so ago, I got an email saying that they've been delayed all the way to the end of next year, or the end of this year, which is quite a bit. And for some of you who don't know, that may mean, I say may, it doesn't guarantee, it may mean that these may be canceled. Possibly due to no or not having high pre-order numbers. And it could really mean that they also just flat out are delayed till the end of this year. But it just doesn't seem, something's off to me. It seems like these were possibly canceled, and which sucks. As much as I'm not a huge fan again of the movie Pacific Rim Uprising, these special op Jaegers were actually pretty cool, and I was looking forward to them. So it isn't quite unfortunate they may be canceled. I'm hoping they are delayed, and maybe they'll do like a second, small marketing run on social media saying, hey, pre-order these. So maybe people will draw interest again, and pre-order numbers will go up. I still technically have them pre-ordered on Big Bad Toy Store, but on Diamond Select's actual website, they are no longer there. They were taken down. So it sounds to me that they may have canned these, and it's quite sad. But again, maybe they should have gone, I don't know what the whole deal is. Maybe they decided, hey, this is a cheaper way to make more Pacific Rim figures. We're just going to recolor the same molds we have, which is pretty smart. But when you're talking about Pacific Rim Uprising, it's not that popular. Pacific Rim in general, I think, is, when it comes to merchandise, it's pretty limited in terms of its popularity, unfortunately. I would love to see more, though. McFarlane's doing their thing. I'm hoping that does well, because again, I would love to see a wave 2 of McFarlane Pacific Rim figures. There's some other Pacific Rim figures coming out that are a bit more expensive that I'm not really looking at. So there's stuff still there, but just not as much. And this kind of worried me right here with Diamond Select, pretty much delaying these indefinitely and maybe even canceling these. Like I said, hopefully it doesn't guarantee it's canceled. Maybe they'll come around again eventually, but only time will tell. So that's quite unfortunate. So we'll see. Anyway, let's get on to some good stuff. McFarlane over here with their Pacific Rim figures. These are obviously great. Nothing's on the screen right now, so that's good. Oh, there's a box, finally, and there's some tape on it. That's cool. Let me get some water in my throat. That way I don't, die mid-recording. Here we go. Ooh, that tastes a little funny. Oh, geez. Anyway, get the knife out. We're gonna open up this box again. These are the last 3 Pacific Rim figures I needed from Wave 1, and you guys have seen my other videos probably. If you have not, go check them out. I have the starter pack, and I have Leatherback, Otachi, Raiju, Gypsy Danger, Striker Eureka, and Cherno Alpha. So, right? Yeah, that's who I have. So, I have a good selection off the bat. So these are the last 3 I need. You'll see who they are. You probably already guessed who they are if you know. And I was definitely looking forward to these. I'm happy I completed the wave, because it also means I completed the comic book series, which I look forward to reading. I added to my pile of comics I need to read, along with the other Justice League comics that I showed off, I think in my last video, or the video last week. I still haven't read them, so don't worry, I'll get to them. I promise. Anyway, so we have Knifehead. Glad to have him. Finally have a Knifehead in the collection. Cherno Alpha. Did I say I have Cherno Alpha before? That was a lie. Now I have them. See, I'm getting mixed up because I record this stuff in the future of the recording. So I'm, bamboozling myself, which is, I apologize. It's a flaw of mine. Anyway, Cherno Alpha, Crimson Typhoon. Great. Awesome. So these are the last 3 I needed. We're going to look at some boxes right now. Knifehead, there he is. He takes up a lot of the front space because of his huge knife head. Get it? Funny, ain't it? Anyway, there's his name. He's a category, what is that, category 3 or something? There's some of his stats. Yeah, it's a category 3. There's his intel, if you want to pause and read it. There's his picture, kind of. There's sort of, look, flip your phone around, you'll see it straight. I can't fit my camera around. Come on, guys. Drinking more water. Stay hydrated. I was out with some friends earlier, so, gotta rehydrate, if you know what I mean. So, there's Cherno Alpha. He looks great. He's a Mark 1, which, if McFarlane, hopefully McFarlane will do another wave of these, since they included the comics with these. I hope that that means they'll kind of look at some of the Jaegers from the comics as well. Maybe make some other Mark 1 Jaegers, and also some early category Kaiju. I think that would be pretty cool. Here's Crimson Typhoon. Mark 4 Jaeger. I remember because this was the first Jaeger I got as a figure from NECA. When Pacific Rim, the first one was coming out in 2013. He was the first figure I got, and I still have him. Holds up sort of well. He doesn't really stand up well because he's so top heavy, but he's still a solid figure. So here we are. We're looking at the accessories. Comes with the Hummer, and then this anti-kaiju vehicle. I don't know the names. I'm not in the military. I'm sorry. There's the building he comes with. I think this is the building top that I did not have yet, but it's pretty cool. So there's figure Knifehead in a bit of a unique stance. He's kind of walking, running, sort of, with his arms swinging. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but still not bad. Trying to get him to stand up, it's not too bad. He usually kind of balances on his arms. His hands, his middle hands there, the little ones, they're a little loose, and that's fine. We all have our flaws. His joints are just a little bit greasier than normal. So, even though he's like leaned forward so much, I'm pretty sure he is still looking kind of straight in terms of his eyes where they're looking. So that's all fine. Cherno Alpha Mark 1, the walking nuclear power plant, and his legs look like he almost has to pee. If you look how they're kind of turned in. So, and if you know Cherno Alpha, one of his mechanics is his arms extend for helping him punch or something. So this figure, his arms are already extended. It's not like the NECA version where you can extend them yourself. Oh, it just got me thinking, like, what if Diamond selected some of these figures? Like, this would be so cool. Or even McFarlane, if they want to make bigger ones that have a bit more articulation and detail. That would be so cool. Kind of going off on my little thought ramble right there, because I want to see more Pacific Rim figures, especially from the first Pacific Rim. Like the Kaiju and all that. Like, I would love that. I would love for Bandai to do like the movie monster series for Pacific Rim. I think that'd be like absolutely amazing. But one can dream, and I will for now continue to just dream. Let's get that out of here. You saw the accessories and the vehicles. Here's almost fucked that up. Here's Crimson Typhoon. This guy is the Chinese Jaeger. I don't know why I took a long time pausing there. I was just trying to think what to say. Now I feel a little bit tired. But here's the building he comes with. You know, I already have that one. So, since these are smaller figures, the paint job is okay. Obviously, you can tell they pretty much just dipped them in red and added a little bit of black. So, I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. It still looks pretty cool for a smaller figure. Although it looks like he's looking down with his head. And I couldn't really get it to look back up. And I don't want to force it. You know, I don't want to break it or nothing. But he does move side to side at least. So, he's just, he's focusing where he's walking. And that's important because no one wants to trip. If you trip in a Jaeger, that's a lot of property damage right there. And we don't want to deal with that because then you have to call insurance, and that's annoying. His arm movement's okay, especially with his one left arm because you know he has that huge shoulder piece. But still getting some good poses. Now one of the arms, that one right there, it doesn't move out. And I think both arms, they don't bend at the elbow. The two smaller arms, I should say. Yeah, see, they're not really moving out. They just swivel. So they limited the articulation in the arms. Because he's unique. He has 3 arms, if you couldn't tell. But because of that, they were limited with what they could do with him, which is fine. His legs don't bend, which is a plus in my book. Because that's one of the issues that the NECA figure had. Where the knees could bend, and because of that joint, it didn't, and all the weight at the top of the figure, it would cause them to not stand up very well. So since they're one solid piece, he can stand up tall, which I appreciate. Thank you, McFarlane. You get an A+ from me for that. So here we're doing like a little side by side size comparison. They size up pretty well. You know, Chernal's over there with his fist raised. He's happy to be there. Crimson's looking down because he's not happy to be there, and Knifehead looks like he's looking down, but he's actually looking right at you. So get ready. Anyway, guys, let's move on. What are we doing here? Oh, we're looking at the comics now. Okay, so finally have was Aftermath #1. Again, have not read it yet. There's some cool artwork on the back. I look forward to reading these because it's gonna fill me in on more Pacific Rim lore. It's gonna be great. This is. I don't know if it's Aftermath 2. No, this is Tales from the Drift #1. So, Tactic Ronin, whatever. Looking good. The artwork is looking great. And the final one right here, Tales from the Drift #2. Some more great artwork there. Like I said, I look forward to reading these and just indulging in the great Pacific Rim lore, soaking up whatever is left of it, because Lord knows how much longer we're going to have with this franchise before it's completely just shelved. Oh, I don't like to think like that. Anyway, guys, they're all the figures you saw right there. They are all great. I highly recommend them. They are all on Amazon. That's where I got them. Big Bad Toy Store has them, and some shops also have them, like Books A Million and whatnot. So I recommend them. I think they're fantastic. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. I am currently hunting for the, what is it called? The Playmates Godzilla X Kong The New Empire figures. And for a while I was unlucky, but as of recording this video, I have found 3 things that I will post here on my community tab. So the hunt is going good so far. It's taken a good turn, but it continues. And I'll probably talk about those next week, along with a package from Beast of the East. My first package from them, if that comes in on time. If not, I have another video planned. And also a Halo video I think I want to do too. So anyway, guys, that's it for today though. Stay tuned for next week. Like and subscribe if you like. I appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time.